Welcome to the channel, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, the police have stepped forward to say that they are increasing pressures for them to serve justice in the Donna Donaldson case. And if you agree, drop a like on the video, and of course, drop a comment in the comment section. They are saying that in this day and age, with social media, policing and investigations have become somewhat difficult. I'm going to hear from a deputy commissioner.
Working within the criminal justice system at this time is a very difficult and challenging one. It is an era when social media, with its various experts, seem to be having the upper hand in setting the narratives. These so-called experts were never trained or work in the field of their expertise. Yet they are countenanced by so much person, even persons who we consider to be intellectuals. They seem to have greater insight and understanding than judges, prosecutors, and law enforcers, so that the various offices are constantly placed under pressure.
But truth be told, even law enforcement has used social media to aid in either investigation or gaining information regarding ongoing investigations. So this is just the day and age of the media. I'm going to hear what Andre have to say, and then of course we're going to continue the reason. He had a whole lot to say about the country moving forward on a proposed crime plan. Look and listen, nation.
Are saying, on average, some police are going with $70,000, and enough of them owe bills. So when them for go home, all 8,000 them are go home with, on the 25th of each month, You know that, right? You know that, right? So the truth be told, one of the issues where we have such high crimes within the country, the law enforcers themselves are involved in the life of crime. Here is why I said to them, what day you only see the police woman we get catch overseas with how much pounds are, and with them the level of cocaine, that woman should at least be getting 30 to 40 years. And that woman, from my understanding, Jamaica, look like she blow the whistle. She blowed the whistle. The woman only got mostly 3 years. How could she get such a significantly reduced sentence? Remember, this woman is a part, This woman is a part of the narcotics trade. So I want to know something, and let us do the correlation. She was found with about £1,000 of she only got 3 years. I therefore want to question, dear police officer, were you a part of the whistleblowers who confessed to the crimes of narcotics? Were you the one who have led to the lockdown of Godfrey Martin, the man from St. Elizabeth? Were you a part of the lockdown and the cracking down of the 21 guns that were found, were identified on the wharf near Tivoli? Did you speak? How could you get such a reduced sentence? How did you get such a significantly reduced sentence only to 3 years? Who did you speak on? Who was the cocaine for? The man down St. Elizabeth that them say that them lock up, that them find a milk and honey in a St. Anne. Did you play a part? Did you play a part in that gentleman being locked down? Mighty God. So students, I want you to understand there are several cases that you could look at. Is who is calling me? Hello?
Yeah,
So I am saying, do you remember also the issue of the 3 police who are alleged to have were bribing the man, Mr. Wallace? And that's how it is said that they ended up killing the man? Who remembers? Who remembers? Them say them all catch police in a narcotics trade in a Montego Bay of recent. How many times are you hearing law enforcers are involved in the life of crime? How often do you hear law enforcers are involved in a life of crime? So I'm going to say to Jamaica and to the world, if we want to fix crime, you have to compensate the law enforcers better. Do you understand, my students? If you are to fix crime, police cannot go with 70,000. I hear L.A. Lewis say it before, you know, and it's not a joke. The hours that the law enforcers have to work under, the basic law enforcer should be going with is $250,000 per month. The basic law enforcer constable should be going home with is $250,000 per month. Do you look across the region and see how law enforcers are compensated? Jamaica has one of the lower compensation for law enforcers. You hear what I said? Jamaica has one of the lower compensation for law enforcers. So one of the areas of, remember, you know, these are the frontline members who are fighting. So, oh God, man, if you compensate them better, if you increase the threshold, I am sure that is a way in which we can solve the issue of crime. Second issue that I want to touch on tonight, Jamaica, is the issue of resources. Police not have uniform, they not have vehicle. Remember the big scandal with Bobby Montague, when they forget the vehicles, the used cars, to put in the police force and all. No, I don't think they even got the used cars. Who remembers that scandal? Who remembers that scandal? For true, I'm asking you. Who remembers the scandal of the used cars? Those are resources that are needed to combat crime. Those are the issues to combat crime. And we don't have Jamaica. We don't have the used car then, cause I'll know Bobby Montague and him friend, Mr. Right. I'll know them not get the used car them for the police, you know, from about 2018, 2017, 2019. Yes, dear. Andrew Holness. And I'm going to put it out there. There are 49 of them who are members of the government. Seeing that Horace Chang is so inept and so horrible at doing his job, who in the government, who do you think would do well as the security minister? Who in the government do you think would do better at being the security minister for Jamaica? Let me take off this little. Come here, reason with you tonight. Me not going on a spiritualism. Me are going on authentic realism. Realistic views that must contend for a better Jamaica.
And truth be told, going forward, it have to be a united effort from the people along with law enforcement. And of course, the corruption that is often talked about but never identified need to also be addressed. We have heard members of law enforcement speak of the corruption taking place within law enforcement. We have heard of elected officials who have spoken out against corruption taking place in the highest regions of office. These are issues that will have to be tackled as the country moves forward. And stakeholders in the areas of the Ministry of Security need to consider the fact that crime fighting needs to be tailored to different places. Because the issues of one parish might be different from another. The issues of one community might be different from another. Food for thought. If you're new to the channel, just pass through, subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course, put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. Now, until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, want to live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.